choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options on the left to edit leagues. It's week 2 of the 2024 season, and we'll get a look here at Josh Allen. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Bills and the Dolphins on Thursday night.
The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. It's week 2 of this NFL season. A couple of teams feeling good, Greg. Victory in the season opener, and that gives you just great momentum off the schneid to start the season. Now, what's ahead for these guys?
Going into week 1 was always kind of an interesting deal, Mike, and I always felt as a player, you prepare months for week 1, and then you prepare 7 days for week 2. It's kind of a very interesting thing, and here you have both teams 1-0, gotten off to a great start. Now you only got a week to turn the page, and you want to get
veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. And off we go here on a Thursday night. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So, out come the Bills and the face of the franchise, 28-year-old Josh Allen. Year 7 already with Buffalo. The last 4 years, over 4,000 passing yards in each. The man who makes this team go.
There's been a lot of talk coming into this week, Mike, about whether or not he'd be able to keep this hot streak going. And while I don't know if he'll be able to produce that absurd stat line like he did a week ago, I think he's more than capable of having another strong outing here in this one. I mean, somehow, if he can replicate last week's success, I think it's pretty safe to say he's got a chance to leave here with another win.
On second down, here is Allen. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. On fourth down, the Bills send out the veteran Sam Martin to punt. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Dolphins come out on offense, and the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He led the NFL a year ago in passing yardage. Hard to believe this is season 5 already from Alabama. Greg, Tua, 26 years old, and his time is now.
He's coming off such a strong performance last week, Mike, where he did a little bit of everything. Throws for 3 touchdowns, ran for another, but most importantly, leads his team to the big win. I'll tell you what, he has his eyes set on trying to do the same thing here over these next 4 quarters.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. The second down throw is incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
So, on fourth down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bills offense ready now for their second drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll run with a man who went to high school nearby in Miami Central. It's James Cook. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Once again, it's Cook. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Has his man, it's Samuel. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. From the gun, Josh Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. That's to Kincaid once again. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. In motion, Shakir. Now it's Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir. That is caught. What a throw. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. That his first touchdown of the new year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Dolphins offense ready for their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. He's going to air this one out. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. The big man, Ed Oliver, in for the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Hill brought in motion. 3rd and long. And here's Tua. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Allen will throw. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Allen. He's going to run it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
And while Samuel might have a new home in Buffalo, Mike, he's still that same dynamic guy that I played with all those years back as a young player in Carolina. He is so dynamic with the ball in his hands that in this Buffalo offense, You can either throw it to him, hand it to him, but either way, just get him the ball like we saw there, and they get a fresh set of downs. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. That his second touchdown tonight. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer, because right now, they don't have one.
Bass's kick is good, and the Bills will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here's Berrios on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Dolphins offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Hill brought in motion. To throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And that is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
That's fielded at about the 18. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Allen. He's got his tight end, Kincaid. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Cook. Here's Sam Martin now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Hill brought in motion. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Off play action, it's Tua. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. It is 3rd and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Vailoa. Sending it deep for Waddle. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 78 yards. Touchdown, Miami. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are on the board. It's now 14-7. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
James Cook with a nice gain there to move the chains. And here we are in year 3, Mike, and all James Cook does is get better. Had a good, solid rookie season a couple years ago. 1,500 yards, kind of a breakout year last year, making the Pro Bowl. He continues this steady improvement. He's going to be one of the top backs in the entire league.
In motion, Shakir. Here's Allen. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. They send him right out of the slot. Allen on 3rd down. He'll find his running back, Cook. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. To throw again, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. The Bills with the early advantage. And we're back to South Florida after this. Throwing again, it's Allen. And he'll take it on in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here's Berrios on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Dolphins offense and receiver Jalen Waddle getting ready to go back to work. And before this drive starts, we'll take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now 2 at a throw. And he's going to complete this to Waddle, working across the field. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. In motion comes Beckham. Tua going to give it to Achane. The speed on display. He's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Bills' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. Now Allen on 1st down. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. The safety, Jordan Poyer, up to make the stop. 2nd and 7. In motion, Shakir. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and a yard. On play action, Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Dolphins will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
The Dolphins offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. 1st and 10. In motion comes Beckham. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tua. That's taken in by Achane. Here's Jake Bailey now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. This is taken at the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
On first down, it's Allen. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. That is 14 for the 2nd time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
They'll motion over Samuel. They'll throw on first down with Allen. They'll look to throw again. That's hauled in at the 2. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll run with Cook. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Tua. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the handoff, this is Achane. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's taken in left side by Smith. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Here's Achane. He'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Achane. And he will dive into the end zone. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense, and Josh Allen headed back onto the field. And he's had things all his way in the 1st half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And a short pickup to about the 30. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth 1st half. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll send him over to the left. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Allen. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Allen. Taking off. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This from 45 yards away. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Now Tua. To the left side, OBJ is there. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Tua gonna throw. He'll go back to Odell. They connect again. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa. Sending it deep for Waddle. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. In motion, it's Waddle. Tua to throw again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. As far as the early games go in that 1 o'clock window, we'll be focused on that game in Nashville. A big one for the Titans as they'll square off against the New York Jets. In the late afternoon games, it'll be loud in Kansas City, that's for sure, as it'll be the Chiefs taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And finally, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. We saw some strong work from James Cook in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Coach, thank you, and the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
H.N. a first down and then some. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Miami.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Hill brought in motion. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. On 2nd down, Allen. That's to the rookie from Florida State, Keon Coleman. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
They run out of the gun. It's Cook. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. They'll motion over Samuel. On 3rd down, it's Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, You're on defense. You're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The home team's offense and running back Devon Achane set to go to work once more. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion comes Beckham. On 1st and 10, it's Achane. And that's not going to yield a whole lot, up to about the 28-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. 2nd down and 8. Now it's Tua. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down. Now, Achane. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Achane. And he'll take this up, working towards the 1st down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the 1st down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Throwing is Tua. He's got his man. It's Smith. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Achane. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Play action. Tagovailoa. That's caught downfield by Waddle. That's catch number 5 tonight. And it's good for a 1st down.
Waddle's able to move the chains, and starting his career, Mike, with 3 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons is impressive. And if Tua Tagovailoa is going to continue to improve as a quarterback, this Miami offense, yes, they have Tyreek Hill, but they need Jalen Waddle.
And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Hill brought in motion. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. And he's got another one. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, Give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They'll motion over Samuel. A run with Cook. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Anthony Walker there to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey, he is tough to throw on. There to bat that one away. In motion, Shakir. Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. And that ball incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And the score remains level.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Now a 1st down throw for Tua. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Vailoa. Now he'll air one out. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. Both these offenses have been in form. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's complete to Coleman. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Allen to the air. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. One more time going up top with Allen. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. Here's Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Sending a receiver right. Once again, it's Cook. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. In motion, Shakir. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Allen. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up 4th down.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's H.A. And he's going to be very close to a 1st down. That's a good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1. Here's 2. Open man is Smith. He's got him. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. In motion, it's Waddle. From the gun, here's Tua. To the left side, OBJ is there. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Off he goes.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Tua, give it to Achane. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Off play action, it's Tua. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And this one online, and it is good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here's Allen to throw. He keeps it himself.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
Oh, yeah. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. Important punt here in this tie game late. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Dolphins offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. This is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole.
The Bills offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Samuel has it working in the middle. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Allen to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. Here's Allen to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. He is in. James Cook, touchdown Bills. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense headed back to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. Now it's Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front, and they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. In motion, it's Waddle. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. Sending it deep for Waddle. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Again, it's Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bills offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They go play action now. Here's Allen. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Now Allen on first down. He'll find his running back, Cook. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. In motion, Shakir. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
That's taken in by Shakir. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll motion over Samuel. Allen on third down. He gets it to Samuel, left side.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz plan for this 4th down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
The Dolphins offense ready for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 31 yards.
What I loved most about this was just the ability of the quarterback, Mike, to so quickly go through his progression. You see early on at the top of his drop, his eyes are downfield. Quickly realizes there's not a lot of opportunities downfield. Check it down to your back and see if he can pick up the rest after the catch and move the chains with his legs.
Now he'll run.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
They'll come up for 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. That's caught by Smith on the right side. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Now, a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much, and that should wrap this one up.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. And he'll get about 5. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. On the ground once more, it's Davis. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Cook. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll try it now with Cook. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the market. And they have turned it over on downs.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the 1st down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other sideline.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. He's going to let it fly downfield for Beckham. He's got it! And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. It's a big play when they needed it the most. It's a gain of 49.
The offense is able to land a big blow there, and I think what happened defensively, Mike, is just everyone was not on the same page. And when you do that at this level, the good offenses, they're going to make you pay for it. They've got to clean up those mistakes, make the offense have to earn everything they get.
Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. Now, on 2nd and long. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Hill brought in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And the Bills are going to get the football at their own 23.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Allen down to a knee, and that should do it. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night from South Florida.